Hey guys, welcome back to Mega Man X. In the last episode, I'm regretting using the melodramatic introduction I gave because I thought I was going to be fighting Sigma, but then when I decided not to, I can't really use the same introduction that sets the stage quite so well. Anyways, in the last episode, we've reached Sigma, the final boss, the big bad, the evil to end all evil. So let's get into it. Now, before I actually fight Sigma, there's one thing I do need to mention. As I referred to in last episode, if you lose to Sigma, you can farm these little caterpillars for weapon energy and sub-tank energy. And that's great game design, as I said, because if you lose to Sigma, you have a chance to refill and try again. And since Sigma's not easy, you're going to want to have that second chance. Now, I'm bringing out Shotgun Ice because that's the weakness to the first part of this battle. Yes, shockingly, it's a multi-part battle. I mean, no one's ever done that before. But we're into the final room of the game here. And interestingly enough, it's the only room with a vertical boss door. So, I guess they did that to make Sigma special. But it is still the same size as all the other boss rooms, so... Well, all the other boss rooms except for Flame Mammoth and Storm Eagle. I keep forgetting they have different sized boss rooms. Anyways, our first boss battle, sadly, is against his loyal robot pooch, Velgarder. Velgarder's quick. He can use fire and water attacks. And his weakness is Shotgun Ice. Thus, me bringing out Shotgun Ice before I entered the cutscene. So, you're going to want to keep moving. This is one boss where the walls aren't the most helpful, because he can get up on the walls, as you saw. But it's still helpful because you can move quickly, and he's a piece of cake, though. Because Shotgun Ice is such a great range when it kicks off the walls like that. It's an easy boss. And we're going to be... Now we get to finally fight Sigma. Unfortunately, I didn't have a chance to switch my weapon before I killed Velgarder. But what you're going to want to do is after you shoot the last shot, quickly change to Electric Spark, because Electric Spark is the weakness of Sigma. So you're going to want to have that out, because it's kind of hard. I'm actually going to pause. I know I hate pausing and everything, but I can't risk trying to change on the fly when Sigma's bearing down on me. One thing to note about Sigma is you cannot hit him while he's on the ground with Electric Spark. He will simply block it with his saber. You have to hit him while he's in the air doing this dash attack at you. But it's still not that difficult. My advice, take it slow. Just try to get like 1 or 2 hits in every time he comes up in the air, and just be careful, and he's not a hard boss. He does do a lot of damage, though, and if he catches you on the ground, like if you find yourself in the middle of the stage, and he's got you on the ground, you're going to be in serious trouble. So, I would stick to a wall, pick one wall and stick to it. I like the left wall, just because that's the one I always use in this fight. But if you like shooting from the right wall, that's perfectly fine, too. I just got used to doing this, and I get his pattern down. I know where he's going to be. Unfortunately, oh good, alright, I got lucky there. I thought I was going to have to switch walls. But as you can see, he's going to go down on this wall phase. I'm actually taking out Rolling Shield in preparation. Alright. Sigma's down. You would think the game is over. You'd think we won based on that explosion. But no. He has a levitating head. And the real final boss, Velgarder form Sigma, is revealed. As you could probably guess by me taking out Rolling Shield is this boss's weakness. Now, this boss does an unbelievable amount of damage. Just, even with the defense upgrade, you have to be incredibly careful. I might, even with all this health and the defense upgrade, I'll survive 1 hit at most before needing another sub-tank. I mean, I only used the partial one just because I wanted to not waste a full one quite yet. But the lightning that his hands shoot, because you need to be on his hands to keep hitting him, does just under half a full tank of energy. With the defense upgrade, it's like a quarter of your health, which is mind-boggling. The fire does a bit less, his claws do a bit less, but the reason why I said the defense upgrade is critical is because you'd be looking at these attacks doing half his health. And that's it. We've defeated Sigma. We've defeated the Maverick Uprising. We've saved the planet. Sigma finds betrayal that we took him down even though we're a robot and we helped the humans. But he's just an evil jerk, so he got what was coming to him. Now, X teleports out, and there's nothing left for him to do but watch Sigma's fortress sink into the sea. He's triumphant. It took a lot of guts, took a lot of talent, took the sacrifice of his mentor, his best friend Zero, but X has saved the day. Now we get a nice little end of the story here, and this is like at least probably half the story we get in the entire game is this ending text. I'm not gonna read it out loud just because you don't really need me to, but instead I just want to talk about this Let's Play in general. As you know, this is my first, so I noticed there's some things I need to work on. One thing is I say all the time. I'm gonna work on that for my next Let's Play. The other thing I'm gonna work on is not saying like. My dad would like that actually. See, I said right there. He hates it when my sister and I say like, so we were like, you know how that gets annoying when people do that and they just don't even notice. But anyways, I really enjoyed doing this Let's Play. It was my first. It's a game I really love, as I said earlier, and I'm definitely going to do another one. But the thing is, I haven't quite decided yet. There's a few games I'm considering. Now, I'm going to allow you guys to submit suggestions in the comments, but there's only one pretty minor detail, which is going to eliminate a lot of games that you guys might like. I don't have the parts necessary to record off my television with any sort of quality, so I can't do any recent games, aka any games I can't get on a ROM, because I don't have the money to get the recording software, and I don't have the TV for it here at college. I mean, we have a little shit TV, and that's not going to be good for a Let's Play. I mean, I could consider doing a Let's Play like that in the summer of some newer games. Assassin's Creed is some of my favorites. But as I said earlier about the uniqueness of the stages, they show each stage's unique enemies, which is really cool that they do that. They just they show what enemies were in each stage because a lot of them are unique, and they don't appear on any other stages in the entire game. And you get to see the names of the stages, which is kind of cool because they never actually show that. Like the gallery stage is Armored Armadillo, and you wouldn't know that unless you saw this. So I just thought that was kind of cool. And I mean, Sigma stage is Sigma stage. It's pretty obvious. And like, you never get the names of these bosses until the credits. But I like how X is back on the bridge from the very beginning of the game. If you remember from the tutorial, that's the same bridge, except instead of running right, we're running left. And instead of nighttime with all the enemies and the broken bridge, it's daytime, the bridge is repaired. It just shows that the world is at peace, and X really helped save the day. But back to what I was saying about my next Let's Play. That pretty much limits it to SNES games, Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance games, And I can do N64. I can do some work with that. I can modify a 360 controller to work with my computer. I mean, it's just a USB connection, and that's pretty easy to do. But I also want to do a game I like that I actually know about, because I wouldn't be against doing a blind Let's Play, but I don't think I'm experienced enough doing Let's Plays to do a blind one and actually do a good job of it, because I wouldn't have as much to talk about since I don't know the game. Because as you can see, like in Mega Man X, I knew where every single thing is. I know what's happening. I can kind of help the player play along, and I can give some tips and stuff. But for a blind Let's Play, I couldn't do that. And so I'll save those for down the road. But the games I'm considering, so if you want to leave a comment and just suggest which game for me to Let's Play, the games I'm considering right now are the 2 games I actually got when I was a kid at the age of 6 and got my first SNES, my first console. My first 3 games I ever owned were Mega Man X, which I just did, Super Mario World, and Donkey Kong Country 3. Now, those 2 other games, Mario World and Donkey Kong Country 3, I know really well. So I would definitely be up for doing a Let's Play of one or both of those. I'd also be up to do a Let's Play of any of the main series Pokemon games. I know all of those games very well. In fact, I'm actually nerd cred here. I'm actually a super moderator on one of the biggest actually Pokemon fan site. So nerd cred, thank you very much. But so yeah, I kind of know those games pretty well too. I'd be up for what else would I be up for doing? I'd be up for doing any of the classic N64 games. Mario 64, Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time would be a fun one, but that was kind of overdone. But if you can think of any other games, any other games as well, don't hesitate to leave a note in the comments either. Like, I'll definitely give it a look, and if it's a game that I like, or even a game that just intrigues me that I have played before, and even if I don't, like, not able to 100% it because I don't know it as well, I mean, I'd be up to do it as well, because the Super Nintendo games go pretty quick. And now Sigma's gonna give us a little sequel bait here. Apparently, we just destroyed a temporary body of his, and he's gonna be back for another round. And Sigma does come back for a little round. He comes back for another 7 games, I think it is? Yes, another 7 games, I think. So, we are far from done beating Sigma. I'm not gonna do a Let's Play of any of the sequels for now. Not that I don't like them, but Mega Man X is my favorite of the series by far. And I don't want to be doing, like, just one series, just X2, X3, X4, keep going. Especially since I've only played the Super Nintendo version, so I've only played up to X3. So, if I was gonna do the whole series, I would do the whole series and not just the first 3 games. But, so yeah, if you want to see me do a game that's one of the older games I can get on my computer, so I can record from my computer, just post it in the comments, let me know. And another thing, if you know of a well-done Super Mario World hack, or a well-done Pokemon main series game hack, if you link to it in the comments, and I download it and take a look at it, I would also be willing to Let's Play a hack of a Pokemon game or a Mario World game. I know the Mario World game Let's Play of a hack is kind of cornered right now. The market's kind of cornered, but it would just be something a little different from the norm. So I'd be willing to give it a shot. So, just in recap, N64, SNES, Game Boy Advance games, And I guess DS too. I can probably get a DS. Yeah, I can get a DS ROM. So N64, GBA, Game Boy, SNES, Nintendo DS. Any of those games, if you want to see me Let's Play it, leave it in the comments, and I will pick a sequel relatively soon. So that's going to be it for Mega Man X. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll keep an eye out on my channel for when I start my new Let's Play. Probably, I'll be looking to start it Saturday or Sunday next week, because I have a bunch of midterms this week coming up, so I'm not going to be able to start a new Let's Play this week. It just would be a bad idea, and I'd like to take some time off to consider you guys' comments, pick a game, and make sure I can get that game working on the recording software and everything else. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. And if you've never played Mega Man X, I really hope that you've been motivated by my Let's Play to give it a shot. And just remember, always get the dash boots first.